Hi everyone, welcome to another crafting and DIY with Nora. And I got these two wood hanging decor pieces from Dollar Tree. This is a Dollar Tree haul. I got popsicle sticks, so I'm going to adjourn them with hot glue and make it into a one piece. Now you see the rabbit in the back? That's the Dollar Tree Plus section. Dollar Tree Plus section has so much beautiful stuff. You see? So I'm going to paint the back green. These This particular kind of wood is real. I forgot the word, flinchy, if I'm saying it right. They're too soft. So at the end, you'll see what I had to do. So there you have it. And because the more paint you use, the more it elevates. So I'm gonna take all these little decors off the rabbit. I try to break it up in one piece, but unfortunately, so we're going to sand that piece down and paint it a pink. And I gave it 3 coats just to make sure that the line that is on this bunny does not show. So yeah, the wood is very thin, and I had to come up with a way, make it a little sturdier. There you go, 3 times, three coats. But I like this pink. Don't worry about the back, it's not going to show. So I got this grass also from Dollar Tree Plus. I already cut it. And I use these tumblers because I like height on anything that I'm going to put a backing on. Nothing is glued yet. So what I did was little holes, slots, so I can put tumblers through. And as much as I measure, believe me, it does not matter. I always make a freaking mistake. I must have measured this about 3 or 4 times. And when I glued it, I noticed like, oh God. So what I did, I glue at the tumblers, glue, there you go. You see, I'm so upset, but it is what it is. I'll fix it. I'll improvise, do what I gotta do. Make sure you cut the axis in the back, you see. So I did 2 tumblers for each piece. Now we're gonna do the bunny, my favorite part. And I made a tutu. There you go. I don't know, for some reason this lighting in my craft room is so much better than any other lighting in my house. So I'm gonna glue that on. Making the tutu is very easy. If I go down my YouTube channel, I'll link it. Make your own tutu. And I always say nothing is written in stone. Look how pretty. Now we're gonna glue the front. You don't want that going anywhere. And if you're watching for this channel for the first time, make sure to subscribe. Nothing is written in stone when I do anything, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I want to cover the lining of this tutu. You see? So I have this. Let me tell you something. I don't even remember how long I have this little piece of ribbon. I got, well, this is not a kid's video. I got shit in those cubbies that I bought 10 years ago. So all the flowers that we use, I've been had. Again, nothing written in stone, and you'll see at the end of the video, I did these little ribbon, and if you know, you know, it's crisscross. I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to glue it in the middle. There's no method to my bow making. I have no skills. So I only do the quickest thing, crisscross. That's all I know how to do. There you go. I had to cut some down because they were too long. But let me tell you what happened after I did it. These are the flowers I'm talking about. After I put everything together, I felt like the front of the bunny was, the flowers and all that was a little too much. Because already with the grass and the Easter eggs I put in front was enough. So it was like all over the place. There you go. You see what I mean? And I was still running with it at the end. And I had put it down on my dining table to take a picture. I'm like, something is not right. It was all those goddamn flowers in the front. It was the big flower in the front around the neck. And you'll see. And I'm here just showing off this mess, so to speak. I ended up taking everything down, taking the ribbon, the flower. Oh, there you go. These are the flowers I intentionally wanted to use, but I felt like it was too flat. So I added these big ones with that bow. So now I want to put something around the neck. And this is what I should have known better because it was a little too much. I always say more the better, but not in this case. It wasn't better. But I did have fun. Had it been that I didn't have a backing to it and it was just the bunny itself, I would have kept it. But it was too much with the backing. And as a crafter, you have to know when like, this don't look right, this is not right. I'm adding a piece of ribbon. You know, I have to know as a crafter, like after you could finish a project, and when you step back and look at it, you'll be like, nah. The vision was there, but it was too much with the backing. Again, had it been alone, the bunny alone, yes, but not with the backing. And it took me all freaking day just to do this. Just to decorate this bunny, to add on all day. Something that I thought was going to take me a couple of, like 2 hours the most. It took me all day. In the process of trying to make a cooking video, there you go. You see how I put the flower in the front, around the neck? Boom, I changed it, as you can see. You see how fringy it is? So I'm going to add these 3 wood pieces to it. Just to give it a little weight. And again, it doesn't matter how many times you measure. It says measure twice, cut once. Okay, I get it. When I put the middle wood piece, I didn't realize that it hanged a little to the side. You see, they go. It flower's beautiful. This is a handmade flower with rose petals. I had this little puffy thing to put as the tail, and I did. I put it. I stepped back. I'm like, yeah, that's a little too much pink, and you can't really see it. So I ended up taking it out, yanking it off, and used the one that came with it. That's what I did. And again, I'm just giving you the concept. Oh, you see? Yeah, don't like it. Looking for that one that came with it. I'm just giving you the concept. You could do it however you want. Less flowers, more flowers, no backing or back end. It's all up to you. You see that double chin right there? Happens every time I bend my neck. There you go. Yeah, and got some empty spot there, which I'll fix. Oh, excuse me. I'll fix it later on. We should have some music in the background. But again, you do it your own style, your own color. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, it's a little too much for me. So now we're gonna add some greenery. I put this together. I'm gonna glue it on top. I like the way the greenery and the Easter eggs turned out. That's when I stepped back. I'm like, this is a little too much. And I had to pause because it was such a mess I made because I looked through all my bins for the pink flowers and it was just a mess. There go the Easter eggs. And this is a banner, so to speak, Easter egg from the Dollar Tree Plus section. And I added on some little flowers. These are some butterflies. I'm just going to put on two places. Yeah, but the Dollar Tree Plus section has a lot of good, beautiful stuff. Oh, excuse me. Time for a cup of coffee. So I'm just adding them on the right spots. And again, if you're watching this channel for the first time, make sure to subscribe. I'm just concentrating here. I concentrated too much on this piece. Concentrated so much it took me the whole day. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. The craft room was a mess just for looking for pieces to add. I mean a huge mess. And I can't concentrate like that. So I had paused for a while I cleaned up. And that's when I realized and it hit me like, this looked like too much. It happens. And this piece can go understand that I had it on. Look, there you go. I'm like, man. Oh, I added this brooch to it, and I'm like, after I cleaned up, I'm like, nah. Oh, I did a little diamond eye. So I got this metal piece from Dollar Tree. It says blessings. Okay, backwards. Okay, blessings. I did the pink. After I dried it, I gave it 3 coats. After I dried it, I added a little bit of Mod Podge because unfortunately, anytime you touch it or scratch, the paint comes off easily. So just to secure it, I added Mod Podge. And I gave it a little slight sanding before I put the pink paint on it to make sure, or at least it takes a little bit, from just adding some glue and putting it at the bottom because that's the only space I had to put. I didn't want to put Easter. We already know the bunny signifies Easter. So I put the blessing at the bottom. Then I added this little butterfly I had, which I put on when I had in the middle with the flowers, and I took it off because it was a little too much again. And there you go. I'm still looking at it like something's not right here. And here you go, the finished product. I took the front bow off. I took the big flower out. And it's just a little bow I did there. And a little bow in the neck part. I took that big flower out. I had to. It was all over the place. I overthought it, think it, but this is the best one. Guys, until our next DIY project, happy crafting.